Hello children, so I am here again with one of your favorite subject, that is discovery. Today morning I was just observing my iCard and I saw that since this iCard is made 4 years ago, I saw that there is so much of changes in my looks. 4 years ago I was looking so different and now it's totally different. My hair color is different, everything is different. So why it must be? Yes, we know that very well that the things which are there around us, they always changes. We can see number of changes around us, right? And if you want to study these changes, we need to divide them into groups. Always, whenever the things are big or huge, we need to divide them into groups. We need to classify them. So today, we are going to see the different types of changes which are there around us. Okay? So, the first type of change is physical change. You can see here that the example is given as burning candle, because we know very well that whenever it is a physical change, no new substance is found. Only the physical properties of an object are changed, like shape, color, size and all this. Okay, so this is physical change. The next one is chemical change. Here the example is giving burning of a wood. This is also burning and this is also burning. But here only the physical property is changed. Again we can make the candle out of this melted wax. But here totally everything is changed. New substance is formed and the chemical properties of an object are changed. So that will be the type of chemical change. Now there is reversible change. The word itself says reversible. The thing which can be reversed back. We can make the things again back even if it is changed. The best example is melting of an ice cream. Even if the ice cream is melted, you can just keep it again in the freezer and again it will turn into ice cream. So again we can get the original product again by it. So that will be the reversible change. Irreversible change. The example is given omelette made out of egg. Irreversible is the change where the original product cannot be obtained again. By doing anything, we cannot get egg out of omelette because all the chemical properties are changed and it is a type of irreversible change. Many times there is a combination of physical change with reversible change, physical change with irreversible change, and same with chemical change also. It can be combined with reversible change and irreversible change. So we will discuss this number of examples afterwards. So now let us see the examples where both the changes or two changes can be seen together. Okay. The first example will be of physical reversible change. Generally when we just learn to make the chapatis, we will take the dough roll and we will try to make the chapati. But it is not only in first time we can make exactly round chapati. So again and again we can make the roll and again we can try the chapati. So that is the physical reversible change. Okay, this can be done with the clay also. Many times we make toys with the clay. So again and again we can mix it and again we can make the shape, right? So that is the example. Now physical irreversible change. The best way is that the chalk is there in my hand. If I break the chalk, I cannot join it easily. So this is a physical change, but it is a irreversible change. Properties are not changed, but I cannot join it again, right? The third combination will be of chemical reversible change. Now, there are very less examples for this combination because we know very well that in chemical changes all the chemical properties are changed. But still, there are some examples. One of them is, you know very well, many times the copper coins, okay, copper pennies, they get tarnished with the green color, okay. But if those coins are kept in the vinegar, that coating, green color coating, tarnish coating is being removed. When it is coated with the green color thing, that will be the chemical change. And when we keep it in the vinegar and it is just removed and again we get the pure copper coin, that is the again reversible change. So now the next combination will be chemical change with irreversible change. The best example is whenever the milk is converted to curd, that is the chemical irreversible change because we cannot get the milk again from the curd, right? So that is the best example for chemical change with irreversible change. Okay children? So now I am going to show you a very interesting change, children. So let us first observe it what it is, and then I will explain you how it happened. Okay. So now you can see that here this is a foaming rocket model. Okay. And here there is a base and this is the rocket. Okay. In this base I will put ENO, normal ENO powder, you know very well. Okay. And some water. Okay. So let us see what happens. Here I am putting some ENO. Okay. And now I will put some water. Immediately after pouring water in it, I will cover it with this rocket. And let us see what happens. So we saw just now, it was really very interesting, and that was an example of chemical change, irreversible change. Okay. Now let us see what exactly happened in there. The thing was that in this base I poured some ENO powder, and you know very well ENO powder is nothing but baking soda. Along with that I added some water, and there is a reaction. Always the reaction takes place between the ENO and water, and it produces the carbon dioxide gas. So all that gas which was produced gets collected in this upper portion, and because of that the pressure is created and this portion pops out with that pressure. So that was the thing, nothing else, right? So it is a type of chemical change. Thank you. Let us do one activity and try to find out whether it shows physical change, chemical change, reversible change or irreversible change. For the activity, here there is a stand. In this stand, at the bottom there is a candle attached, and here there is a container to keep the camphor blocks. Okay. After keeping the camphor blocks here and burning the candle, we will cover it with a transparent glass like this and see the reaction. You can see, children, that I lit the candle, and on the container which is kept above, some blocks of camphor are there, and it is covered by a transparent glass, and the reaction started already. Let us see the final result. We can see that the reaction started, right? And some fumes of camphor can be seen. They are coming out from this glass. So we will see now exactly what is happening. We can see that some amount of camphor is accumulated on the surface of the glass. See here. So see, we can see the fumes of camphor, right? And the solid camphor directly converted into the crystalline form. See, all the crystals of camphor can be seen here near the surface. See. So this can be said that it is a physical process or physical change. No new substance is formed. Camphor is again converted to the camphor crystals, and it is a reversible change. It is an example for physical reversible change. So beautiful it is, right? With the same material, we will do one more activity. Now I will burn the camphor blocks directly. Okay, so let us see the type of reaction, what happens. Here there is a camphor block, and you can see that it is burning and the smoke is coming out, right? You can see it. So it is completely burning. We cannot collect it like earlier we did. So this will be a type of chemical change which is irreversible. So this is an example for chemical change which is irreversible. Okay. You will see that completely the camphor is burning. So you can see the camphor is completely burned, children. Nothing is there in the container. So we can say that it is a chemical irreversible change. So just now we saw that we can do different activities and just find out whether it is physical or chemical change, or it is irreversible and reversible change. But sometimes it's not compulsory to do always the activity. In fact, the natural activities which are going on around us, like in school or in playground or in kitchen or wherever it may be, if you just focus those activities, you can just recognize whether it is a physical change or chemical change, or which type of change it is. For example, growing of plants. We know very well that plants grow and there are many changes in the plants, right? So that is a type of chemical change, right? So like this, whatever changes are going on around us, we should to just focus it and find out that which type of change it is. Right, children? Okay, thank you.